We turn now to senior international correspondent Fred Pleitgen, who has seen firsthand so many of these horrors up close. Fred witnessed those mass graves in Bucha with his own eyes, those bodies strewn all over the streets. Fred, you also saw what unfolded in western Kyiv from another vantage point today, that vantage point being drone video. Tell us about that.
Hi there, Jake. Yeah, it really is one of the things about this war so far is the big question how Ukrainian forces, which of course were massively outgunned by the Russians, managed to yet push the Russians back. And of course now the Russians have essentially left the region around Kyiv. And one of the main reasons why they were able to do that was regular civilians both taking up arms, but also using other skills that they have, like for instance flying drones, to act as force multipliers. And we were indeed with one unit that certainly plays an important role, especially in the west of Kyiv. And we went to the region that they helped take back from Russian forces. And there, like in so many other places, like in Bucha, like in Borodyanka, there were a lot of dead bodies that we ourselves saw while we were on the ground there. So we do have to warn our viewers once again that what you're about to see is very graphic and also very disturbing.
Just be careful, just move from the road.
It's like a scene from the gates of hell. The dead lay strewn across this highway west of Kyiv, some still next to the wreckage of their vehicles, as the dogs roam around looking to scavenge. This is what Russian forces left behind when they retreated from here.
They organized ambush over there, where we're going right now.
Oleksandr Radzikhovsky tells me these were civilians gunned down from this position where the Russians had placed a tank.
And you can see it's actually building the shooting zone. You see?
Yeah.
And these cars, look, they're sort of in line. There's no cars here because they will not let them come. They just shoot as soon as they approach.
The Russian government denies targeting civilians. They call such allegations, quote, fake and propaganda. But Oleksandr is part of a drone unit, and they filmed one incident. It was March 7th, when the Russians were still in full control of this area, and a group of cars was driving down the highway. They turned around after apparently taking fire from the tank position. This car stops and the driver gets out. Then this.
He raised his head above his head, and in this moment he was shot by on this place.
2 people were killed that day, Maxim Iovenko and his wife Ksenia, who was also sitting in the vehicle. The family has confirmed the identities to CNN. After the incident, the drone filmed Russian troops getting 2 further people out of the car and taking them away. It was the couple's 6-year-old son and a family friend traveling with them, the relatives confirmed. Both were later released by the Russians. The soldiers then search Maxim's body and drag him away. This incident both traumatizing and motivating for Oleksandr's drone unit.
In normal life before the war, we were civilians who like to fly drones around casually and just like make a nice YouTube videos. But when the war began, we become actually a vital part of the resistance.
Oleksandr sent us hours of video showing his team scoping out Russian vehicles, even finding them when they're hidden and almost impossible to spot, and then helping the Ukrainians hit them.
We are eyes. We call eyes because with eyes you can see and you can report, and as soon as you see, you can conduct strikes, artillery, air strikes.
How long does it take to get your information to the right places to then be able to act on the intelligence that you provide?
In good time, it's about a matter of minutes.
And sometimes a little mosquito can take out a whole herd of elephants. This is drone footage of Oleksandr's unit searching for a massive column of Russian tanks and armored vehicles. And this is that column after the drones found it. Oleksandr tells me units like his played a major role fending off Russian troops despite the Ukrainians being vastly outgunned.
We are agile as a territorial defense. We don't want to, just like it's suicidal mission, we need to go. But the army, they have to stay. They're ordered to stay, they stay. They dying, but they stay and they hold in this ground.
Nobody knows how many Russians died here, but the group says it was many, taken out with the help of a band of amateur drone pilots looking to defend their homeland. And they certainly were very effective at doing that, Jake. Nevertheless, of course, this drone unit, like pretty much all the units that we spoke to of the Ukrainian military that were involved in the operation to drive the Russians away from the capital of Kyiv, they say on the one hand, of course, they're very proud of their achievements. They, of course, know that they were the underdog in this, but they are also very saddened and, of course, very angry at the fact that so many civilians were left behind dead. And it's something that now, in many places, is being discovered, not just there, but, of course, as we've seen in other places around Kyiv as well, Jake.
All right, Fred Pleitgen in Kyiv for us this evening. Thank you so much.